Okay, we're back in the bibliography for hanging out, messing around, and geeking out. And we're down in the case section. And we're going to look at the easiest of the various types of resources to identify in a bibliography. And that is an article from a journal. Now, if you look at the entry for Kinney David, you'll notice toward the end of the citation, there's the number 66, and then in parentheses 1, a colon, and 21-40. That's a tip-off right away that you're looking at a citation to a journal article, because what that's telling you is that this article is coming from volume 66, issue number 1, and it shows up on page 21 through 40 of this particular issue. And if we work our way back, we can see that it's coming from the journal titled Sociology of Education. We know the author, David Kinney, and the title of the article, From Nerds to Normals. So, you've done the first part, which is identify this citation as a journal article, but then the tricky part, which really a lot of people stumble over, is then trying to figure out how can I get my hands on this article. And it's really quite easy. So let me show you. We're going to go over to the library's website, which you have, if you haven't been here, it's library.strose.edu. And on the left we have a menu of different tools, and one of those tools is Journals A to Z. So when I click that, I can now enter a journal title. Let me just make sure I'm looking for the right one. We're looking for Sociology of Education. And please note, when we search here, we're not searching for the title of the article, but the title of the journal itself. So Sociology of Education. And we'll process that search. And this is good news because it's telling us that we have access to this journal through 6 different sources. The first one, the print collection, just means that we have it in print on the 2nd floor of the library. But we're all much more interested in finding this online, which makes the process all that easier. And I have to make sure I know which year I'm looking for, so I'm looking for 1993. And the year range that shows up at the end of each of these lines tells us what years we have access to the full text. So this final one, Soc Index with full text, 1993 will show up within that range. So I'm going to click on Soc Index. And each resource that you search for may look a little bit different, but in many cases you'll see a presentation like this where you have the details for Sociology of Education, and over on the right hand side a list of the different years, and if you click on the year itself it'll open it up and show the different issues from that year. And we wanted volume 66, number 1, page 21. 66 issue 1. I'm going to click on that, and if I scroll down, there's page 21 to 40, From Nerds to Normals. So I've found my article. Now all I need to do is click on PDF full text to open up the article, and I can read it and determine if I want to use that for my research. Something that may be new to you is that at the beginning of this article you notice the paragraph that's in italics. This is known as the abstract, and that's simply a summary of what this article is all about. So often you just have to devote a minute of your time to read the abstract to know whether indeed this is something that is worth your time or not. Simple, right?